I think that he's gonna be one of those guys that probably is gonna be pretty good, pretty good receiver in the league. And I think that Bryce Young needs that help. Also, Xavier Legette to play off of, and you could put him in the slot. So I can see the Panthers doing that at number 8. That wouldn't be a bad look. And then the Saints at number 9. I'm hearing that Shedeur, if the Raiders pick Jeanty at number 6, Shedeur can end up going there to the Saints, and I don't think that would be a bad look either. That would not be a bad look with Shedeur going to the Saints there, sit a year behind Derek Carr as they build up their roster and get ready for the future. That wouldn't be a bad look either. And then number 10, this is where I think Ashton Jeanty realistically goes, because some of the slots and everything and the picks that's out there, I don't think it's gonna happen all the way like that. But number 10, I think this is where Ashton Jeanty could actually go, because his game a little bit and how he moves, lateral quickness, his size and everything, just a little bit of a more stocky version of a what's my man's name, Jahmyr Gibbs out of Detroit. And that's I think that might remind someone like Ben Johnson of that shit. So I think that Ben Johnson will be like, yo, fuck it. We got the offensive lineman now. We got the interior offensive lineman now and everything. For that, to run the game we want to run and protect Caleb, we're probably going to draft a tackle somewhere else, offensive tackle somewhere else in this draft. But let's get this dude. Let's make this offense pop. Let's make this offense pop. We got receivers. We got Caleb Williams. Now let's make this offense pop also in the backfield, because we're not just going to be slinging it around everywhere. It's still Chicago. It still gets windy and tough. Once the season goes on, we want to run the ball also. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is where Ashton Jeanty does end up with the pick. And Ben Johnson, the coach, is like, yo, he kind of remind me of just a more stocky, maybe a little bit shorter Jahmyr Gibbs. And I could fuck with that. I could fuck with that here in Chicago, because we're going to need those tough runs anyway. We'll need motherfuckers to break tackles and shit. So I think those 10 picks there, how it's looking everywhere where I've been seeing, it all looks the same as those selections, minus the Panthers pick, I'll say. And I'll say basically just minus the Panthers pick. Everywhere that I watch, minus the Panthers and the Jags pick that I think where they should take Will Johnson. But other than that, everywhere I've seen, I think they got the Panthers taking Jalen Walker or Mykel Williams, one of the edge rushers there. And then everyone really has the Jags taking Mason Graham, because that's how it's really going to shake out and fall after those first 4 picks there. And then everyone does have the Jets taking the offensive line of Missouri or taking Tyler Warren. So I just wanted to tap into that. Also, you got Tyreek Hill. They're saying that he wants a trade and he's requesting a trade. My quick take on this right now is like, I don't know. This shit dumb as hell. It's like, yo, you left the Chiefs where you won a ring. I get it. You wanted more money. You needed more money, whatever. All them kids and all that crazy shit you got going on in your personal life, whatever. You got to pay for that shit. But you go to Miami with Tua, and you know the history of Miami when it comes to even getting in the playoffs, competing in the playoffs. You don't got no playoff wins. They not doing that shit, right? And then you see the Chiefs rattle on a couple rings without you. And now you had great career years there. But I feel like you would have had those same career years with the Chiefs if you stayed or worked out a deal to stay and still compete. I think you would have had those same career years still with the Chiefs. Now look at you. Now you on some shit like, yo, I want out. I want out of there. And then it's like, who the fuck would take him though? Who's gonna take him? Who's gonna try and trade for him? Dallas? Green Bay? Really? I mean, the only team that would make sense to me that would take him back again is the Chiefs, because Andy Reid is really good with his players, and they have in the past few years taken back players that left the Chiefs and then came back and contributed for them. But other than that, I don't know who. The fucking Ravens or the Texans or Denver or Tampa. Well, Baker Mayfield, nah, I don't see that happening, and I don't think it's real. He did say before earlier in the off season that it's all rumors, it's all talks, it's all bullshit. He don't want to leave Miami. And I really hope that's true. And I think the kind of person he showed himself out to be, just gauging his vibe and his personality, his mindset, I really don't think he wants to leave Miami like that. But still, if he did, and if it is true, you dumb. Dumb as hell. You should have never went there in the first place, in my opinion. But if you really do want to stay there, and you're just like, well, I got my ring now, I just want to be the best receiver. Get my money, do what I got to do with all my kids and my family and everything like that, whatever, and be in Miami in the good weather and wilding out and these expensive cars and all that shit, then fine, do it. I believe you. I believe you want to stay there. But if you want to be a champion and you want to compete in the playoffs and you want more wins, then it's like, you dumb as hell, nigga. I don't really feel bad for you. Like, and who's gonna go for you with all the, you know what I'm saying, the shit that you bring? But maybe it is worth it, because he's still a cheater. He's still fast. So we'll see. But that's gonna wrap this volume up. Welcome to the franchise for me today. Y'all out there, be easy.